Everyone, RingTalk is back, yeah? And today, first guest coming back after what's it been like a few months, yeah? We got Tyreece Richards
Yes, boys.
from Cuba Gym.
Fighting out of Cuba.
And yeah, bro, I'm glad to be back sitting, bro. Guys, you're gonna see me consistent for the first time, yeah? Ever since like what, December or November, yeah? But it's been on and off, but we're back. So anyways, let's get back in, yeah? So Tyrese, how you doing today, man?
Yeah, man, good. Had a good training session in the morning and gonna go back for sparring in the evening. And yeah, just putting the work in for the next fight and hopefully get one, 26th of July.
We'll speak about that later during the podcast. Well, you're Tyrese, bro. What do you train in the morning?
So I train with Dre, my coach Andre Winner, UFC vet. I feel like I always need to put that in there.
No,
so
obviously, it's
Andre,
good, man.
Andre
It's good,
watching
yeah.
it. But yes, we do our striking in the morning with our wrestling as well. And we just take over with the same drills that we do every day, really, just to stay sharp, improve on the fundamentals, and then go back and do it again in the evening. Yeah.
Wait, so it's one thing I forgot to ask at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just introduce yourself to the camera.
I'm Tyreece Richards, hardest hitting 145 in the country. And yeah, making my pro debut, hopefully 26th of July. We'll see if we get a fight. Everybody's saying no. But worst case, it'll be August. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it.
So before I asked you this, yeah, you were saying how you did striking in the morning, right?
Yeah.
And you also do boxing as well.
Yeah.
How do you like? Because boxing and MMA is very different. Yeah. So how do you like balance it out? Because obviously there's like some things where like it's different, yeah. So maybe you got grappling as well and all this. How do you balance it
Yeah.
out?
So at the moment, I'm fortunate that I've got a lot of people around me that are willing to put in the work. So Andre is my MMA coach.
Yeah.
Andre helps out with, my grappling and my striking, to be fair, for MMA. And then I've got Emerson. Shout out Emerson. He helps me with my boxing. So he's my pro boxing coach. So he'll come in and we'll put in the work there. We'll do our stuff then as well. But to be fair, it's not that different. It's not that different. We box in the evening, and then I do my bits with Emerson as well, and that's pretty much it. I don't really separate the two too much. I try and get my striking, a little bit of boxing every now and again as well, and then do my wrestling as well.
How did you like first adapt to this change in boxing and MMA as well? Because I don't know, it might seem confusing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but how do you normally adapt to it?
So for me, the main things, even in my MMA though, even when I fight MMA, my main asset is my boxing. So like my boxing, Dre always says it as well. Like good boxing with a low kick, and good takedown defense. That's pretty much all you need. So the only thing that changes is defending the takedowns, defending the kicks. But the boxing pretty much stays the same. Like especially with my style, I'm a very pressure oriented fighter. I like to come forward, like to put the pressure on guys, and I've got knockout power as well. So I feel like I just need the same exact thing, just easier almost is the difference. I don't have to worry about getting taken down. I don't have to worry about getting kicked. I just can let my hands go. So there's not too much of a difference.
Yeah, I've seen your fights. Yeah. And bro, you are a heavy hitter. I'm not gonna lie. But like, how? Cause like, bro, you actually you're going pro this year.
Yeah.
And I don't know, probably correct me if I'm wrong, but it's taken a while to get to that. A long time. So when did you start boxing?
I started boxing, I think when I was like 14. I think I was around 14. But I was competing in combat sports for so long before that. I started karate when I was 5 years old, competing in karate 5 years old. Then I did judo, I was competing in judo. Then taekwondo, competed in one titles in taekwondo. And then that kind of helped my transition to Muay Thai, kickboxing, and boxing as well. But yeah, when I got serious about my boxing, I was probably like 14, around there. And then just, haven't looked back since.
Yeah. But then you also grew up in South Africa, right?
Yeah.
How was that like? How was all of that like?
So South Africa, to be fair, me growing up in South Africa, I think was one of the best things that could have ever happened to me. In terms of experiences and just my upbringing, I feel like I was very fortunate to be brought up in South Africa. That's why I always rep South Africa whenever I can. I love it. One day I want to move, buy a house there. I have nothing but positive things to say about South Africa. I love it. It feels like home. I went back recently, to be fair.
Yeah, I did
with
see.
my fiance. And yeah, it was amazing, man. It felt like I was back home. I felt like I was back home, and yeah, it was really nice, man.
So you know when you're like, let's say, what age did you come to the to UK? When was
I was 19. Yeah,
how was that
19.
like? What's it like? What's the similarities and differences?
So the similarities, I'd say,
Especially,
well, at the moment, the
yeah.
weather, it's boiling. But no, the similarities, I'd say, I don't know, it's so different.
Especially
It's
maybe
so
with
different.
like your lifestyle as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially adapting to it. How's that like?
It was a bit of an adjustment because also the culture is so
Yeah.
different. Like you go from a place that has such a rich culture, so many different backgrounds, people coming from different places. South Africa is one of those countries that when you go to it, it's just everywhere you look is different. So coming here, it was a bit of a culture shock, because also the people, everything is just so different. So yeah, I found it a bit harder. I had to immediately also talk different as well. That's another thing. Like, you forget how much you pick up in South Africa, like the slang or just
Yeah.
speaking in a different language every now and again. And then you come here and people just don't know what you're saying. They're like,
Do you
"What
speak
are you
English in
saying?"
South Africa?
So yeah, English is my main language. I can understand a little bit of Afrikaans, and then a little bit of like Zulu, but a tiny bit of Zulu. Like my Zulu is non-existent basically. But yeah, but everybody speaks. Just I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like, well, not slang,
Accent.
but
Oh.
yeah, it's like not inside jokes, but it's hard to explain. Like it's more of a, yeah, just like it's like a language in itself.
Okay, yeah.
So coming here, I had to kind of unlearn that. But yeah, no, it was quite easy to adjust. To be fair.
How long do you think that take?
Quite quickly when people didn't understand me. So I end up saying things, catch myself saying it, and I'd be like, oh, they don't understand what I'm saying. So no, that I adjusted pretty quickly
When you
with that.
Yeah. So when you came here, yeah, and you were to continue with your combat sports, did you get back into it straight away or?
Straight away, so
Straight away,
I moved here to pursue fighting full time. I finished up a school there,
Yeah.
and then I moved straight over here. And then it was one of those things where my coaches said, you need to get a good gym, a good coach, and I moved here straight to Leicester as well. Moved straight to Leicester, and pretty much the first week got myself into Unity Boxing Gym with Hudge, Leon, CJ, all those guys there. And yeah, from there I just never looked back. My boxing went up so much since I moved here, and then eventually I found Andre, and yeah, that's where I'm at now.
So before you joined Cuba and before you found Andre,
Yeah.
how long did you stay at Unity Boxing Gym?
I was there for a good 2 years, I think,
Oh, really?
around there. And then when I started going to Cuba, then I kind of had to pick one or the other. If I wanted to compete MMA, I needed to be in an MMA gym. So I had to leave Unity to focus on my MMA.
You managed to make both work though.
Yeah,
Boxing,
yeah. At that time, it was just a bit of missions, like trying to schedule everything in. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, it was a bit hard in the beginning, but I realized that I had to pick one or the other, so I had to focus on my MMA and go with Cuba.
Do you know when you like? Because I know here, yeah, a lot of people seem to doubt you for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Muhammad Hassan, yeah. Cobra Hassan, okay, anyways. So, how is it like in South Africa though? Because the people really like seem to doubt you or they were like, very supportive towards your goals.
Well,
It was a bit of
no, they pretty much doubted me straight away. Because obviously, when you're young and stuff, and you say, I want to be in the UFC or I want to be a professional fighter.
everyone thinks you're delusional.
Yeah, people kind of
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, here we go again. But no, I was dead serious. Even I remember my mom. I told my mom, I want to be a professional fighter. Like I'm really dedicated. I'm really dedicated. My mom was like, why do you want to be a fighter? Your nose is gonna be all flat. And yeah, no, I think once it got to a certain point, my mom could see the dedication. She could see that I was serious about it, and then she was fully supportive of it. But no, everyone else, it's funny because like Drickus goes and wins the world title. Everyone's like, Drickus, it's a full celebration there. But I feel like before you're Drickus and you're first starting out, I feel like the support isn't really there. Like I didn't really get that much support. I mean, some of my friends, obviously, they supported me. But some of the people I went to school with, like they didn't believe it at all. But but it is also one of those things where you are trying to do something that's unheard of. You know, if it was rugby, people would have been like, oh yeah, of course, like they would have supported me. But I think fighting, because it's also so small in South Africa, it's unheard of people making it. So I think when I made the decision to be serious and actually pursue professional fighting, yeah, I think people just thought of it as a pipe dream and
Yeah.
didn't really support it. Now they do.
How is it here though?
So here though, people were cool with me here. Like they didn't. I feel like people believed in me here.
I think because they see it more happen in the UK, so they think it's more possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by that stage, I already had fights as well. Like
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'd had, I think 5 MMA fights at that stage. So they could see the receipts. You know, like they could see what I'd done, and you know, they just were like, oh yeah, he's a fighter. Like they didn't even question it. They didn't know me before I was like serious about fighting.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, people here were cool with me, man.
So, you had 5 MMA fights, right?
Yeah.
What was your first fight? You boxing or you MMA?
So my first fight was boxing.
So when was this?
This was when I was like 15, 16.
And how was that? Like,
Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. I mean, I trained hard. You know, I definitely had the skills. It was like an interclub thing. But there was no age groups or anything. So they put me in there like this grown man, weighed way more than me. And I felt like I was doing so well. You know, I was you know, putting it on and landing the cleaner shots. And then round 2 came and I gassed so bad. I could barely even lift my hands up. And it went the distance. I lost on points. And from that moment, I was like, I can never let that happen again. You know, I can never get into a position where, like, I'm so tired I can't even lift my hands. That's why I tell everyone that wants to start fighting or is thinking about having their first fight, make sure you do the cardio. Like, make sure that your cardio is 10 times what it needs to be, because on your first fight, especially with the adrenaline, you'll crash. You will just you'll get that adrenaline dump, and you won't be able to lift your arms. So you need to be able to prepare for that. But yeah, my first fight didn't exactly go to plan. But but you live and you learn.
Came a long way though. So.
Yeah. I mean, I learned from it. It never happened again.
What was your reaction like when you got put against that guy, your first opponent?
That was like, I'm gonna beat him. I was like, I'm gonna beat him. Yeah, he's jacked.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat him.
First fight though.
Yeah, I was like,
very confident though.
Yeah, I was super confident. I thought I won the fight as well. I had a very good first round, and then he had a very good second round, and it was only a 2-round fight, so they gave it to him. In my opinion, it could have gone either way, but I think I should have lost it for the plot.
Was there anyone you were trying to like imitate their style? Or?
So at that time it was a little bit of Conor. You know, I wanted that Conor McGregor there, but yes, it was a lot of Conor, a little bit of Canelo, and those were the type of guys I wanted to be like, especially Conor though. Conor was one of the first people where I was trying to imitate their style in training, and you know, he was one of those guys.
He was one of your influences.
Yeah. He definitely like helped me develop quite a lot just by studying him and watching tape on him. I was able to learn quite a lot.
How long did you spend watching him? Like?
Days, man. Like if you had to take the actual amount of hours and days, like literal days, of watching him, watching John Jones, watching all these guys, man. Like it was, I spent days.
Did you ever like stop making notes and stuff like that?
Yeah. So I still do that to this day.
Really?
Where like I make notes. I have a little black book where, you know, I have it on my phone as well, and I just take down. Like I'll be watching them and I'll take down. Okay, this is good. Drill this or drill that combo. I feel like it's quite useful to do that. You learn so much by actually watching fights. I feel like a large portion of my learning comes from watching fights.
How effective do you think like something like that is? Because obviously me,
Yeah.
I haven't been in combat sports for years, but I do it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But then I don't know how, because obviously I try to get like tips of other fighters and stuff like that, and I don't know how effective that sort of stuff is. I didn't really know I thought you could just watch it and go like, you know what, next time I'm gonna try to use a bit of that.
Yeah,
Try to use a bit of that.
yeah, you can do that. Yeah, but
But
yeah,
making notes is taking it to another level.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's where, because then you're able to see all the things you were thinking. Because it's so easy to forget things as well. Like sometimes you'll be watching something and you go, oh, I need to do that, and then the next day, like you would have forgotten it. You would have forgot that you were even thinking that. So that's why when you see it on paper, all the things you wrote, like sometimes I'll go through it and I put the dates there, and it's like me when I was, well, this when I made my my amateur debut. I think I was like 18 or 19. Yeah, I was 18 or 17 even maybe, and I put the date there, and it's just all it's Khabib, and it's just all the stuff he's done. I thought, no way, it's like I would have done that at 17, and I actually did it in fights, and I won fights because of it. Like it's crazy. It helps a lot. It's definitely worth doing.
So, you still have that book?
I still have that book. Yeah. I still have that book.
What does it feel like looking back through it?
It feels like it was yesterday. To be fair,
Yeah.
like it's some. I look through it. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, yeah, exactly that. Like it works. All the notes. Yeah, no.
That's
useful.
part in like your progress as well.
Yeah, big time, man. Big
major,
time.
like made a major improvement. Yeah. But what was really the path you took to becoming who you are right now?
What, in like your sports or?
And everything, like in general, like maybe it was balancing education or training, your diet and everything like that.
So the path, I'd say, well, a large part of it was, well, believing in myself was one thing that, I think that's what got me into fighting as well. It's because I've always been a confident person, but like I wanted that feeling of progression. Like, you know, that feeling where you're constantly getting better at something and you can see it in front of you. You can see the improvements. I think I've always liked that feeling. And then I've always liked the feeling of something being physically hard, but then mentally hard as well. So I just feel like fighting for me, or it could have been, to be fair, any cognitive sport.
Yeah.
I like the feeling of, you know, waking up in the morning, doing something that you don't want to do, dieting, and now the nutrition makes me feel better as well. Like just the path of always getting better, like always making that 1% improvement every single day. I feel like that's something that grips me so much. That's why that's why I love chess as well. Chess was another one where it's just that feeling of every single day I'm getting better. And I feel like it's so easy to put yourself into a position where you kind of lose track of the days. Like you don't really get better, and then years go by, decades go by, and you're in the same position. So yeah, I think for me it was the feeling of constantly getting better in all aspects of my life.
So you had no like problems with procrastination though, right? Or did you?
In certain ways. To this day, I feel like everybody procrastinates, but yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like, yeah, no, procrastination is something that I'm trying to get better at as well. Because I will sometimes put things off. But in training, never. I've never, ever been like that. I've always done what I've needed to do. I've never like cut corners. I've never ever done that.
Cause like you feel it's like same with me. Yeah. I don't want to go gym. I go gym.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to. It's like bro, 7, 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
I woke up 20 minutes ago and I'm going gym already.
Yeah.
Exactly. But then once I get it done, I'm like, yo, I'm getting better at it.
You feel good about yourself.
Exactly.
It's something so, well, it feels big in the moment, but it's something so small that makes you feel so good. And it's like training a muscle almost, like your mind. It's training a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it's going to become. And it's hard in the beginning. Like if you try to lift weights for the first time, you've never lifted weights, you're like, this is hard. I don't want to do it anymore.
Some people use that as negative or positive energy. So you could be really discouraged by it and go, I'm not made for this shit.
Yeah.
And the next minute you've been turning all massive and wham.
Yeah, it's the same exact thing. The more you do it, the easier it becomes and the better you'll become in all aspects of your life.
So all the guys here, procrastinating behind the camera,
Don't do it.
You're watching, But your procrastination, it generally comes from the devil, bro. Because like it's holding you back from your progress, and you're not getting 1% better every single day.
Yeah.
Like, what would you rather do in it? Would you rather like change that, into motivation, or just like be discouraged by it? It's like your choice.
Yeah.
And then it's like by like 5 months time, you go like, you know what? Maybe I should get back into this. If I go back into it 5 months ago, I would already be.
You would have already been there. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. No, 100%.
So how many guys come to you like? Do you normally like? Are you like an influencer to some of the younger guys?
So I feel like, especially
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
in Cuba, I'd say, and just finding. Oh yeah, go ahead, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
Yeah.
You're flipping like
Yeah.
a bit warm. I would come to you for some gym advice,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
What can I need in it? But I don't know if other people see the same.
Yeah, I feel like for me, it's especially when you're in an environment where like everybody's together, everybody's learning, getting better. You do kind of, like for me, it's Andre. Like I look at Andre, I'm like, he's been where I want to be.
Exactly.
And like you almost, you look up to him in a way. Like, you're like, that's what I want to do. So when Andre tells me something, I listen. I'm like, if I have advice, I go to Andre, because I know Andre is going to tell me what I need to hear and tell me the best option or whatever it is. So I feel like I'm that for the younger guys coming up now as well, like the guys who are first starting off into the gym, or the guys that are having their first amateur fight. They'll come to me and they'll say, what do I do here? What do I do here? Yeah.
Wait, let's take a break. Let's take a break.
Was it?
Why did I just you? You bust.
What was it?
This guy fought behind the camera. It was you. I heard a pop here and I just couldn't hold my laugh. This will be a good blooper. This is a good blooper. No, wallahi, it wasn't me. I heard it, that's why I couldn't control my laugh.
You get some behind the scenes. Yeah.
This guy fought behind the camera,
You're gonna be red now. It's just gonna be like cut, and then you're gonna be red.
let's get back into it. Okay, so getting back to my next point, yeah.
Sure.
Nah, it's okay. Try. Getting back to my next point, yeah. How old would you say it was getting into that sort of combat sports and stuff like that? Obviously, back in like South Africa,
Yeah.
you wouldn't get as much opportunity as you get here, because maybe I think boxing is heard more here.
Yeah.
I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I've like sort of heard. But how hard would you say? But I'm trying to relate it back to your age as well, innit? So when did you start combat sports?
When I was 5 years old.
What year was that?
So, damn, that's crazy. What year was that?
How long you know?
2006. That would have been 2006, yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so some people were born in 2006.
I was born 2007.
No
That is
way!
mad, yeah, yo.
No ways,
That's
man.
mad, yeah.
That makes me feel so old. I'm only 24, man. I'm only 24, and it's like, damn.
To be fair, right now, you don't seem that far off from me. I'm turning 18 in October.
Like, okay, oh shit, that's wild.
What, like 6 years older than me?
Yeah, that's wild, dude.
Back then, back in like early 2000, you wouldn't see as much opportunities that you have now. How would you?
So the opportunity.
How was it in like getting involved into it? How old would you say it was?
Pretty hard. Like, well, it depends where you are and stuff like that. But no, like actual serious fighting, it's quite hard to get into in South Africa unless you've kind of got people around you that are also into it. Like, I don't know, say your dad is the coach or whatever. Unless you've got those type of people around you, then nah, it's fine.
Wait. No, I just look at this guy laughing. But so over time you see like new gyms and stuff like that starting to appear and open up,
Yeah.
And you wouldn't like see that in like early 2000s, when this stuff was just getting heard of, Now you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
You see mainstream and everywhere, So now it's a bit more easier for it. So probably one of the reasons why is because you don't get enough gyms opening up. Maybe people are a bit. They are not heard. They haven't heard combat sports and stuff like that. How do you feel about that?
Back then as well, it used to be like that. But now I feel like because of like Conor, Khabib, like all these guys, I feel like now MMA and boxing is just combat sports has never been bigger than it is right now. So now I feel like it's quite common. But back then I think it was a lot harder.
Underrated as well. Very underrated.
Yeah. Like before Conor and Ronda Rousey, like unless you knew about MMA, like it was nobody really knew about it. And the same, like, well, boxing's been around for long. Like boxing, everybody knows Mike Tyson. Everybody knows these guys. But yeah, like, I feel like now the opportunity, there's a lot more opportunity for people compared to how they were when it was back in the dark ages.
Yeah.
But now I feel like it's okay. Like if you want to get into martial arts or combat sports, it's quite easy to do that now.
Why do you think? Because why I think it's mostly because of like the money. People like there's so much money around combat
Yeah.
sports. Yeah. For some people, it's the way out. They could be on the streets. For some people, it's the way out.
Yeah. It's a bit of that as well, to be fair. And it's hard, man. Like,
Very hard.
it's hard.
A lot of dedication, commitment, and everything.
Like, and there's no money in the beginning. Like, people think that, oh, you're a professional fighter.
You gonna come?
How's brother? You okay? Yeah, man. All good. Yeah, people think that you're a professional fighter. You know, you're making millions out the gate, and that's not the case at all. If anything, you're paying to fight. Like, when you first turn pro, you have to sell tickets. It's hard. Like, you're basically paying to fight.
Yeah, get your equipment, everything, your training camp and all that as well.
Your managers, your coaches, your everybody. I mean, it's hard, man. It's hard being a pro fighter. It's not all people say, oh, Mayweather. No, not Mayweather, dude. At least not in the beginning.
Why would you think that maybe combat sports back then was a bit unheard of and underrated?
I think one of the major things I would say is they didn't really have a platform for it. So like you didn't have your BT sponsorships, you didn't have your Sky sponsorships, you didn't have any of the networks that would stream it. So people weren't really seeing it unless it was on a niche little TV program. But yeah, I think one of the major things was that it didn't really have a platform. Nobody was really pushing it. But now, I mean, it's everywhere. It's on Netflix now. I mean, Jake Paul's fight was on Netflix.
That didn't go too well, bro.
Yeah, man. Oh, no. Yeah. I'd say the reason why it wasn't as big or didn't blow up was definitely because of the networks not really picking it up.
How's everyone doing? You guys alright? Everyone good?
Yes, boys, you okay? How's bro?
What are you saying? Like, you good? You wanna get a chat? Yeah, podcast.
Oh, is it?
LMA's podcast.
LMA's got a podcast.
Yeah. RingTalk.
Yes, I was reading outside.
You could doors open.
Yeah, no, because it looks like it's closed, isn't it?
Alright. Yeah, come. Let's get back into it. So of course, coming to boxing as well, disciplinary side. I don't think people saw that back then. Yeah. How hard do you think it is discipline-wise?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because
Procrastination and everything.
Yeah, so it's hard because you have to actually fight as well. Not a lot of people. Some people can train hard. Some people are disciplined as well. Some people can, do all the things that they need to do. But being in a fight is a bit different. You can be a good athlete, but it takes a special type of person to be able to be a good fighter. So I think it's a little bit of that as well. Yeah, obviously it's hard waking up, in the cold, 5 in the morning, going on your runs. Weight cutting is another thing as well. Being able to cut weight, it's hard to do all these things, and then you have to get in a cage or a ring and fight someone. Not a lot of people have that in them to be able to do that. So I'd say that's what it is.
What was that noise? You still recording? Do you know when you're like? I want to ask an off-topic question. What do you enjoy more, cutting or bulking?
Bulking, 100%.
And what do you think is easier though? I've heard from different sides.
Bulking, I put weight on so quick. I can put on weight crazy quick. But cutting, like I fight at 66 in MMA. I walk around at like 85. So I've like a 20 kg cut, and that's me in this shape now. Like I'm in good shape, probably the best shape I've ever been in my life. And I have to cut 20 kg to get down to 66. So it's horrible. It's hard.
Can I ask a question? If that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
How long does it take you to cut from 85 to 66? A good training camp or a good weight cut?
So I will try and get down to 75, 76, maybe 4 or 5 weeks out from the fight. And then
in the last 4 or 5 weeks, how much will you cut?
I will get down to 70 the week of the fight.
Okay.
And then that last week is then going to be all the water weight. And then, Friday I'll wake up probably on weight, hopefully. If not, I'll have to get back from the bath and then the sauna. But it depends how you do it. But for me right now, I'm going to have to fight at lightweight. I won't be able to make 66 now, especially because we don't have an opponent lined up. They're still looking for the 26th for an opponent. So I'm not going to put my body through that just for them to turn around and say, oh, actually, we don't have you a fight. So we told them 70. So 70, right now I'm weighing 78. I'll just keep my weight where it is now, and then in the next 2 weeks get it down to like 72,
Down there.
and then do the water cut from there. But to do everything, a good 8 weeks to do everything.
Is that normally fast or slow for some people?
It will be
For like other people, yeah.
no, yeah, it's hard for other people. When I tell people that I cut that much weight,
In 8 weeks.
they're like, what? Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you lose 5 kg in one day? For the normal person that's just like working and training and going to gym maybe like once or 1 to 3 times a week, yeah, no, it's hard to lose weight. It's very, very hard to lose weight that way. You have to be like a professional athlete. You have to be on it to actually lose that type of weight in that time span. But yeah, it's
So-
very hard.
Yeah, going back to what we talked about before, yeah,
Yeah.
about the discipline side of boxing. You know some people, yeah, you know what they do? They start fighting, unmotivated,
Yeah.
they lose their first match, whatever, yeah?
Yeah.
And then they quit. Bro, how do you feel about that? Has that ever happened to you though?
No, I've always, it goes back to believing in yourself as well. I've always had self-belief, you know, I've always believed in myself. I always knew I could do it, always. And even though, like, you have setbacks, you know,
Yeah.
there'll be times when maybe you don't win, or you're struggling, or there's life issues or personal issues. I think it's important to just always remember why you're doing it, and don't give up. Like, don't give up on yourself, because if you give up on yourself once, it's gonna become a habit. Then you're always gonna give up on yourself. So, yeah, don't make giving up on yourself a habit.
You lost your first fight, right? Or did you win?
Yeah, I lost my
Yeah.
first ever boxing fight. Yeah,
Now, you really talked about how that was like.
Yeah.
Now, your first
Yeah.
win in boxing, how was that like?
my first win in boxing, it was great, perfect. I mean, I dropped him in the second. He ended up, it went the decision, but that is exactly what I knew I could do. Like in the first fight, when I won that, I was like, yeah, I won. Like I knew I would. It wasn't really like, yes, I won my first fight. It was just, yep, I won. On to the next one. I'm gonna win that one as well, and the one after that, and the one after that. I've always just knew if I show up, I know I can win.
What was like, did you ever have like post-fight meal? Maybe it's like a big pizza or anything?
Oh yeah.
What would you go to?
Always sushi,
Yeah.
pizza, burgers, fried chicken, all of it.
Getting to where you are now, yeah, what gave you all the hunger? Like, all the hunger and drive?
I feel
Where
like
do
I
you
just
think that
wanted to be. I'm quite competitive, so I've always just wanted to be the best. Like I've always just if I do something, I have to win. Like I have to be the best in it. So I feel like it's just been my competitive drive always that makes me want to be good at things.
But it's been hard doing it. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy, but it's like I have to win.
What do you think was like the hardest thing in camp before a fight? Or anything that's like you've gone through leading up to where you are now, what do you think was the hardest thing?
I would say probably tearing my MCL and my ACL and my PCL and my meniscus all at the same time. Yeah, all at the same time.
How did that happen?
It happened in sparring. Like we were on the mats, and you know it's a big open mat, so everyone's sparring on the same mat. And 2 guys, someone shot a double leg, and they both landed and hit the side of my knee.
Shit.
And yeah, completely just blew out my knee. So I haven't been able to compete MMA for like a good year.
Get back into it now.
Yeah. Now that's why after that I focused on my boxing. Got a few really good wins in boxing, and then just went from there. Now I'm making my pro debut. Good. It feels good to be back.
How did that
was
feel
hard.
though? Because bro, you know what? ACL and PCL and everything was finished.
Gone. Like straight away when it happened, I knew something was like I knew I'd broken. I initially thought my knee dislocated because there was like a big crack. I heard like 3 loud pops, and then I just knew something was.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So mentally preparing for the fight, especially your first fight.
Yeah.
How did that go?
I mean, I was nervous. I was very nervous.
I think that's normal though, isn't it?
Yeah. You should be nervous for all your fights. You're going in and fighting someone, like you should be nervous. But it's about like controlling that as well. You don't want to be scared. You don't want to go into a fight scared. It's okay to be nervous. Sometimes it's even okay to be scared, to be honest. But it's just trusting the work that you've put in, and just what's the worst that's gonna happen? Like realistically, you're gonna lose. That's it. Worst case, you get knocked out. Your life is gonna continue, hopefully. Your life is gonna continue. It's not the end of the world, hopefully. But yeah, no, just go in there, do what you need to do. Don't overthink it, even though it's easy to overthink things like that. Just do your thing.
You got a fight coming up now.
Yeah.
Is it winner takes all? No.
No, it's not winner takes all. But so this will be at Vulcanite.
Okay. Yeah.
But as it stands right now, we don't have an opponent. But they're still looking for an opponent. But yeah, that'll be 26th of July. Hopefully they find it.
How do you think that's? How do you think? Have you been preparing for like a normal camp, or have you been a bit? Because obviously you don't have an opponent yet.
Yeah, same. So we've just been training the same that we would. As it stands now, we're still training like we have an opponent. We don't want to get into that. We don't want to be lazy, and then they bring us and say, "Oh, we found you an opponent," and now I'm like, "Ah, shit." So yeah, no, we're still training 100%, doing what we need to do. Nothing's changed.
After your fight, where do you think you're gonna head to next after your fight?
After my fight, well, like next fights or
After this fight?
Yeah.
Where do you think what's next?
What's next? Hopefully then pro boxing. That will be next. But no, I want to get back into MMA straight away. Like that return, I want it to be boom, get my first win, and then straight away back in again. I want to fight the next month probably, or the month after that. I want to try and be as active as possible.
How many MMA fights do you aim to get by the end of this year?
Hopefully 3.
Considering you just came back from injury as well.
Yeah.
How's that like?
It's okay. Like right now, my confidence is back on my knee. Before, I felt like it wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I'd push myself maybe a bit too hard and then like re-injure it a bit. But now I feel confident that my knee's okay. So I'm not really hesitant anymore in my training. Yeah, I feel fine. It feels back to normal pretty much.
So to wrap everything up, I want to talk about your future projects,
Yeah.
So after that,
Yeah.
where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
5 years time. I'll be in the UFC in 5 years time. I'll be there. I don't know. Maybe one. I feel like I've said that on camera now, so I have to commit to it now. Like maybe one.
Just gonna push you. You're gonna look back on this year and you're gonna go like, you know what, I need to.
Because imagine if I said, nah, actually I don't want to fight there, and then the one's watching.
Well, that would be sick. That would probably be nice.
But so UFC is the goal. I want to be in the UFC next 5 years, and then from then I also want to do other things in life as well. I want to at that time hopefully be able to buy a house in South Africa as well. But I want to be in the UFC in the next 5 years.
Well, so far, what has been your proudest moment in the ring?
Proudest moment in the ring was
Ring or cage?
when
Ring or cage?
Ring or cage.
Yeah.
Probably when I won in front of my fiance and my mom. They both came to watch me and I won there. And that was my proudest moment, I think, so far, was winning the way that I did. I knocked him out, and they were just there by the cage, and they were like, I think that was one of my moments where I was like, this is good, I'm doing what I said I was gonna do. So I'll definitely say that.
What was it like, the feeling?
It felt like, I knew it. Like I knew this was gonna happen, but at the same time, it was a relief, man, because I didn't want to lose in front of my mom. My mom's only watched me fight one time, and that's the time I lost. So,
You had to make sure you made a progress.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not losing again. I'm not letting my mom jinx me again. It felt
pressure
amazing.
though? How was the pressure before the fights?
So
you got your mom and your fiance.
I was like, I'm just pretend they're not there.
Okay,
I didn't even want to think about my mom. I didn't want to think about my fiance. I was just like, just act like they're not there. Just don't even think about it. And then I didn't think about it, and it went well.
You think that's like the better option? Just forget who's in the crowd.
Yeah, I'm very lucky that when I fight, it's like I'm in a dome where it's just I can't even see anybody on the outside.
Is that what actually happens? when you're in the ring?
Yeah, it feels
Would
quite.
does the crowd like get to you sometimes?
I don't even notice the crowd. I can't even like all I can hear is Dre in the corner and maybe like other people in the corner.
That's what everyone says. You know? It's like I haven't fought in front of big crowds. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't picture it. Like,
You can't really. You kind of zone out. Like you
Yeah.
can't. You just everything is just there. Like you all that matters. That's the only thing that exists in the whole world is that. Pause. But yeah. Yo. But yeah, you're in the zone, man. You're in the zone. But yeah.
that's mad.
Yeah, man. You're locked in. You're locked in, bro. So yeah.
What do you think? When's in July? Was it July or?
July, yeah, 26th of July. It's looking unlikely, so then we'll bounce back for August.
But you will win that fight.
Yeah.
So what's after? What will be your post-fight meal for that? Just end it on that one.
Yeah, post fight meal for that one. It's gonna be some dirty chicken, bro. Like I just want dirty chicken. Anyway, I go to Chicken Lickin' or what's the other one? Maryland's chicken.
Maryland chicken.
Bro, just anything dirty chicken, bro. Like I must see the oil dripping off of it. Yo, pause. That's crazy, but yeah, no.
You put an extra 5-10 kg.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100% chicken. Like just some gross oily chicken is what I want after a fight.
So we'll wrap it up on that one, yeah, Tyler.
Yeah, man. Nice one.
Tyrese, thank you for this podcast.
Nice one, brother.
Thank you for watching the podcast, yeah. We're gonna wrap up.
Follow the Instagram as well. Sorry.
Follow Tyreese and pop up on the screen, yeah. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Nice one, guys. Cool.